Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100 Yards of Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host tonight, Logan Landers, and today I am going to be talking about the Florida State Seminoles 2022 recruiting class. Some of the young, upcoming men who are going to be a Seminole in the very near future. So stay tuned. But before I get started, if you enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live each and every week on Facebook and on YouTube twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. Also, please go check out the podcast where podcasts are available to be streamed with over 600 episodes with amazing interviews, history specials, legends profiles, draft specials, recruiting specials, you name it, anything and everything football related we have over there on the channel, on our Facebook and YouTube, and also on our podcast. And with daily episodes being uploaded each and every day, there's always something for you over there to look at. So let's get right into things here. I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to look at 24/7 Sports' Florida State recruiting class here. And let me make sure everything looks all nice and pretty for everyone here watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. Got our special graphics here. It is the recruiting special. So here we are. Florida State. They have a little bit something different going on than a lot of other schools that we've covered so far. So they are 14th ranked nationally, second in the ACC. So already looking pretty good. They have 10 enrollees. They have 5 guys who have signed a letter of intent. They have 1 hard commit and 7 transfers. Definitely the most transfers we've seen here, at least in all of the early recruiting specials. And also keep in mind, this is only January the 5th, 2022 now. So there is going to be some more guys who are going to be coming in, who are going to be leaving. But as of this moment, this is the current crop of young men. So let's start out with the transfers. Coming from Lamar University, it's Bless Harris, the offensive tackle, 3-star recruit, 6'4.5", 315. Up next, we have our offensive lineman coming over from Wisconsin, Caden Lyles, 6'3", 323, good size. Micah Pittman up next, the wide receiver, coming over from Oregon, 5'11", 195. We have from Arizona State, Johnny Wilson, 6'6", 224, really tall guy, like the size. We have Jamie Vance, the cornerback, coming over from Louisville, who's 5'10", 155. Deuce Spann, the wide receiver, who's 6'4", 194, coming over from Illinois. And the last one is Tatum Bethune, linebacker, coming over from UCF. So a lot of guys wanting to come over to Florida State, play under Norvell, and get some more playing time. The 1 hard commit is Antovius Woody from Lafayette High School in Lafayette, Alabama. Interior offensive lineman, 6'3", 291, good size. He's a 4-star recruit, not yet signed a letter. 322nd ranked nationally, 15th in the position, and 15th in the state. So we'll see if he does sign to play with the Seminoles in the near future. All right, let's get on to the guys who signed a letter of intent. We have Jarrell Powers from Duncanville High School in Duncanville, Texas, a tight end, 6'4", 238. 3-star recruit, not ranked nationally, 78th in the position, and 188th in the state of Texas. We have Quayshawn Sapp from Lee County High School in Leesburg, Georgia, offensive tackle, 6'4", 325, a 4-star recruit, 341st ranked nationally, 27th in the position, and 33rd in the state. We have another offensive lineman by the name of Jalen Early, another one from Duncanville High School in Duncanville, Texas. He's 6'4", 307, good size. 4-star recruit, 207th ranked national player, 14th in the position, and 36th out the state of Texas. Up next, we have another offensive lineman. So, you can see what they're going for here. We have Julian Armella from St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 6'6", 285, 4-star recruit, 126th ranked national player, 5th in his position, and 18th in the state. And we are inside the top 100 now with Sam McCall, a 5-star prospect who's 6', 182, 31st ranked nationally, 3rd in position, 7th in the state. A safety from Lake Gibson High School in Lakeland, Florida. So they have a good crop of guys who have signed that letter of intent. But let's get on to the gentlemen who have already enrolled in the program. This is for 2022. We have Kanya Charlton, offensive lineman, 6'5", 354. Maybe one of the larger men we've seen here in the recruiting specials. Not ranked nationally, 53rd in position, and 100th in the state. He's coming out of Brunswick High School in Brunswick, Georgia. So, as always, man, we hope all of the young men from any county, any part of Georgia go on to college, have stellar careers, Hall of Fame careers, and we'll see what Mr. Charlton can do. Coming from Independence High School in Ashburn, Virginia, an athlete, 6'3", 223, Brian Courtney, 3-star recruit, 989th ranked national player, 71st in his position, and 29th in the state. So we'll see what he can do. He played both sides of the ball, and so we'll see what they have him as in the near future. Omar Graham Jr. up next, linebacker, 6'1", 220, a 3-star recruit, 604th ranked national player, 60th in his position, and 84th in the state, coming out of Stranahan High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I like the size. I'm 6'1", 220 for a linebacker. He's got to have some good speed, I would think. And we'll see how many sacks, how many tackles he can rack up as a Seminole. Daughtry Richardson is up next, offensive tackle, 6'5", 285 pounds, a 3-star recruit, 568th ranked national player, 45th in his position, and 78th in the state. Coming out of Miami Central High School in, you guessed it, Miami, Florida. Coming over to Florida State, playing for the Rifle, you could say. So we'll see what he can do on the O-line. They've already went very offensive line heavy so far. We have Bishop Thomas, the D lineman from Bishop Moore Catholic High School in Orlando, Florida, 6'2", 301, a 3-star recruit, 482nd ranked national player, 66th in his position, and 65th out the state of Florida. Another Florida recruit. We're going to see more of those, I'm sure. And here's another one by the name of Aaron Hester from Duncan U. Fletcher High School in Neptune Beach, Florida, an edge rusher who's 6'1", 237 pounds, a 3-star recruit, 468th ranked national player, 34th in position, and 63rd in his state. So they're keeping it in Florida. I don't blame them. They got a lot of great talented players here, and we'll see what Aaron Hester can do in his collegiate career. Daniel Lyons is up next, defensive lineman, 6'4", 286 from Homestead High School in Homestead, Florida. 3-star recruit, 467th ranked national player, 62nd in his position, also 62nd in the state. Good size, hit arms, 286. I would think he'd be more of maybe a run blocker than getting to the quarterback, but you never know. We've seen guys with a little bit of a bigger frame able to get to the quarterback, maybe with some elusive foot speed and some good power moves. So we'll see what Daniel can do. Getting out to the end here, we have Rodney Hill, a 3-star recruit, 426th ranked national player, 25th in position, 45th in the state. He's 5'10", 175, listed as an athlete here out of Bullock Academy in Statesboro, Georgia, is Mr. Hill. So we'll see where he's going to line up as in his career. We have a quarterback, hopefully, a lot of people are saying for the future, in A.J. Duffy from the coveted IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. 6'2", 223 is the young man, 120th ranked national player, 8th in position, 17th in his state. So we'll see if he can, live up to the hype. There's a lot of people talking about Mr. Duffy right now, and we'll see what he can do in his career. However, we have someone ranked a little bit above him, and that is Azari Thomas from Niceville High School in Niceville, Florida. Athlete, 6'2", 181, 4-star recruit, 93rd ranked nationally, 4th in position, and 13th in the state. So they have a lot of guys here. Let's look at the breakdown. 9 guys coming out of Florida, 3 from Georgia, 2 from Texas, 1 from Alabama, and 1 from Virginia. For positions, we got a quarterback, a receiver, 6 offensive linemen, 3 D linemen, 1 linebacker, 1 D-back, and 3 special teams players. So looking good here, just looking through the list again. We'll see. I like the way that they've gotten a lot of good players here. Sam McCall, obviously, 5-star, looks real good. Julian Armella, Early. Also, you got to look at Duffy, Thomas. So they have a good crop of young players here. I like what Florida State has done in their recruiting class for 2022. Of course, we had to shout out to our guy, Bobby Butler. Went to the school, got drafted in 1981. Something he'll say is the best draft class. Drafted by the Atlanta Falcons and had a 12-year career. Big shout out to Bobby Butler, Florida State legend, who is always on our show doing some great work. So I think I think Florida State did a really good job. Things are trending in the right direction, and hopefully they can keep getting better and improving year by year and getting some ACC championships under their belt, and maybe, just maybe, getting into that college football playoff in just a few years. We'll see what Coach Norville and the rest of these recruits can do. But overall, I give the Florida State Seminoles recruiting class a very good job, and I can't wait to see what they do in 2023. Well, guys, if you have enjoyed this video here tonight, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live each and every week on Facebook and YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, well, you might just be a little bit crazy because you got to go check out the podcast available anywhere podcast you can download. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcast, whatever. If there's some podcast room platform I've never heard of, well, I'm pretty sure you can find it on there. Thanks to the Believe Podcast Network for always hooking us up and doing some great work, getting our word out there, getting our show out there to all these amazing platforms. And also thanks to the listeners, man. Thank you all for downloading, for listening, for commenting, for sharing our videos. It means the world to us and to our entire team here at 100 Yards of Football. So once again, this has been the Florida State Seminoles 2022 recruiting class. And I've been your host, Logan Landers. Guys, have a safe weekend. Be safe, be good, enjoy your weekend, and get ready for Monday because it's the national championship between Georgia and Alabama. I can't wait for it. But until then, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend,